Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rush Shadow, and you all know what today is. It's Tuesday, and guess what that means? It means Lessons with Rush Shadow. Now, last episode, I went over some of the basics of Magic the Gathering and, some of the things you need to look for. Today, episode 1 and 2 is going to be more of that, but this time I'm going to be getting into depth, especially regarding what legendaries are, what planeswalkers are, what artifacts and enchantments are, among other things. So, if you haven't already, get yourself something to eat, something to drink, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn something. Alright, so today we are going to play with a very special guest by the name of Sparky, to be exact. So we're going to have a bot match against my pal Sparky. Hey, King Reek Havoc, how you doing? You're just in time for class. Now, let's get on with it, shall we? Now, Sparky's going to teach us a little something here. So, Sparky tells us to get ready for some friendly competition. Alright? So, Sparky looks like he or she is playing all green. Okay. So, it looks like Sparky's trying to ramp into something good. Oh, well, Havoc, stay a while. The lesson is going to be quite simple today. Today, I'm just warming up with Sparky right now, but today I'm going to be teaching about legendary creatures, artifacts, enchantments, things like that. Yeah, Sparky's pretty good. Alright. Oh man, this would be embarrassing if I lost to Sparky right here, right now, but there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. Finally. But there isn't anything I can do. Well, wait. I can play Gideon's Company, but I'm still dead next turn, so good game, Sparky. Good game. Good game, Sparky. Good game. Alright then. So, now that I got beat by Sparky, embarrassingly, we won't talk about that. But anyway, so now we're going to go over what enchantments and artifacts are and things like that. So, if you would, please follow me to my deck here. Alright, so now we're going to show what an enchantment is. So let me find an artifact. Right here. So, this artifact is called Chromatic Lantern. Now, it reads here, lands you control have tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, I gotta show Sparky who's boss, yeah. I may go back and fight Sparky again. just to show him her I mean business. But anyway, let's move on. So this here makes it so these lands that I have, if I can put it here, these lands, all different colors. Well, basic lands, that is. Regular special lands like these are unaffected. So non-basic lands, these are called. Reliquary Tower, the World Tree, Arctic Tree Line, Castle Garenbrig, those are not basic lands. They're just special lands. Next up, we have Selesnya Locket, which basically just gives me more mana to work with. It says here, add green or white if you tap it. And in this, the second ability says, either pay 4 green or 4 white, tap it, sacrifice Selesnya Locket, draw 2 cards. So it's good if you have enough mana already, then you can just draw 2 cards. Next up, our next artifact is Crucible of Worlds. Now, this card allows you to play lands from your graveyard. So let's say, for example, if your lands, for whatever reason, get put in the graveyard, this card here allows you to play those lands from the graveyard. This, of course, is Crystalline Giant. So it's a giant, it's an artifact creature. Now, artifacts can be creatures, they also can be enchantments. So keep that in mind as well. Now, this one reads, at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random that Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it. From among flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, vigilance, and +1/+1. Now you're probably going to ask, well, wait, what are all those? What do they all mean? Well, I'm going to break down each of them one at a time. But give me a second. I gotta share one last link. Hold on a second. Okay, back to what I was saying. So let's start with First Strike. What is First Strike? Well, First Strike is basically a mechanic in which you or the opponent's creature attacks and does damage before the opposing creature can do damage. So, for example, if, let's say you have a card that is 1/1 and it has First Strike. That means if you were to attack and the opponent would block, you would destroy the opponent's creature first before he had a chance to destroy yours. Now, moving on to Death Touch. What is Death Touch? So Death Touch is defined as a mechanic that basically however much damage it does to an opposing creature, that creature also dies as well. So for example, let's say I have a creature like, actually I could give you a perfect example of a creature. Take Finn the Fangbearer for here. He has Death Touch. So basically, if I were to attack with Finn and my opponent were to block, my opponent would lose their creature, but I would survive because it had Death Touch. So, moving on to the next one. Where's Crystalline? Here we go. Hexproof. Hexproof is a mechanic in which basically it can't be targeted by instants or sorceries or any card that would target it directly. So basically any card like Lava Coil or Shock wouldn't be able to target it by any means. Any cards that could target it for exile wouldn't work on a card that has hexproof. Next up is Lifelink. Now, I believe I already explained what lifelink is, but if it wasn't clear to some people, I'll explain it again. So lifelink basically means however much damage that creature does that has lifelink, you also gain that much life. So if you have a creature that does 2 damage to your opponent, you also gain 2 life at the same time. Next up is Menace. Menace is a mechanic that forces your opponent to have to block it with 2 creatures instead of 1. So normally in the game of Magic the Gathering, you could block a creature with 1 creature. However, Menace causes you to have to block that creature with 2 creatures instead of 1. Next up, we have Reach. Reach is a mechanic in which you can block a flying creature without actually having to have flying. So what that means is that, let's say for example, it can't fly, but it has reach. It can still block a creature that has flying. Trample. Now, trample is a mechanic that if an opponent were to defend and your creature's power is greater than the creature that the opponent used to defend, that excess damage would also be done to the player. So for example, if Crystalline Giant were to have 4 power, and the person that defends against Crystalline Giant has a power of 2, has a toughness of 2, that 2 damage would also reflect to the player. So rather than the creature absorbing the damage and the player taking no damage, trample would basically cause the opponent to take that extra damage that they wouldn't have taken otherwise. Vigilance. Vigilance is a mechanic in which a creature does not tap after it attacks. So for example, usually creatures in Magic, they tap after they attack. A creature with vigilance does not. So it can remain on the defense in case your opponent tries to attack you when you have a creature that's tapped. And +1/+1 is kind of something that speaks for itself, but I'll explain it anyway. So +1/+1 basically means you're adding +1 power and +1 toughness to that creature each turn. Next artifact we're going to cover is Replicating Ring. Now, I covered this artifact last time, but I figured I should cover it again. This is a snow artifact. Now, for those of you that don't know, there was a set called Kaldheim about a month ago that dealt with things like snow lands and snow artifacts and whatnot. And this is one of the cards from that set. But anyway, this is an artifact that acts as both a mana generator and a mana counter itself. So it reads, tap, add 1 mana of any color. It also reads, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then, if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicated Ring with tap, add 1 mana of any color. So if you can see on the right hand side, you can see that's the token it creates. Next up is the artifact from Dungeons and Dragons called Treasure Chest. And its ability is, for 4 mana, you sacrifice Treasure Chest. Then you roll a 20 numbered dice. If you roll a 1, you lose 3 life. If you roll 2 to 9, you create 5 treasure tokens. If you roll 10 to 19, you gain 3 life and draw 3 cards. And if you roll a 20, you search your library for a card. If it's an artifact card, you may put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. So that's a useful artifact. Let's see, I've got more artifacts. Well, let me see if I can find them. Give me a second. Chromatic, or, well, let's start with Achroma's Memorial. So, Achroma's Memorial is what we call a legendary artifact. And it reads, creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste. Oh yes, haste. I forgot to explain what that mechanic was. So any creature that has haste means that it can attack the same time it was summoned. Normally, creatures in Magic, when they're first summoned, they can't attack due to what's called summoning sickness. They have to wait another turn before they can attack. But creatures that have haste don't have to wait an extra turn. They can attack almost immediately. And protection from black and red. That means any damage that would be dealt to it that's from a black source or a red source wouldn't affect it as long as Achroma's Memorial is in play. Next up, we've got Chromatic Orrery. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. So what this card does basically is it takes away the cost of mana that you would have to spend. So for example, this card here, you see how it says 3 and green? Chromatic Orrery would just turn that into just 4. Or this one would be turned into just 8. So next up is Planar Bridge. Now Planar Bridge is an artifact from Kaladesh Remastered. And it reads, for 8 mana, you tap Planar Bridge, and you search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So I notice you may ask yourself, what is this legendary I keep seeing? What is legendary? Well, we'll go over that after a second. Let me just go over my last couple of artifacts. Next artifact is Helm of the Host. Helm of the Host is an artifact that reads, at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of the equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary if equipped creature is legendary. That token gains haste. To equip it, you need 5 mana. So basically, this can get out of hand very quickly. Lithoform Engine is from Zendikar Rising. And what this basically does is it has 3 different abilities. For 2 mana and tap it, copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So that in particular is good for if you have instants or sorceries that do quick damage, like Shock or Wizard's Lightning or something like that. Then the next one reads, for 3 mana and tapped, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. So yeah, anything that's an instant or sorcery, like Opt or this one that I have for 1 mana here called Light of Hope. It would copy something like that. Then for 4 mana and tapped, you copy target permanent spell you control. The copy becomes the token. Next artifact is Thrawn Temporal Gateway. This is also a legendary artifact, and it reads, for 4 mana and tap,
You may put a historic permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. And historics are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are considered historic. Now, let's go over legendary cards. Let's go over legendary creatures, what their significance is, and what they do. So, Heliod here, for example, is what we call a legendary enchantment creature. It has indestructible, which means that it can't be destroyed by combat or any means. Its toughness can be lowered to 0, however, and that would still kill it due to the fact that it has 0 toughness. But it cannot be lowered to 0 or negatives by combat damage. It would still not destroy it. And it reads, as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod is not a creature. So, for example, if you were to play this in battle, Heliod would come out as an enchantment rather than a creature. Devotion to white, and that reads, each white in the mana cost of permanent you control counts towards your devotion to white. So basically, you would need 5 or more white permanents to turn Heliod into a creature. It also reads, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. And for 1 and a white, another target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. Another legendary we have here is Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider. It is a legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor. It has a power of 6 and toughness of 6. And it has both trample and haste. So it can come out as soon as it's summoned, it can attack, and it also does trample damage as well. If you would put 1 or more, and it reads, if you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters or permanent or player instead. If an opponent would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, they put half that many of each of those kind of counters or on that permanent or player instead, rounded down. So what this means is, if an opponent were to play anything like a Planeswalker or this card, which is a saga, so you see how the sagas have numbers 1, 2, and 3. What Vorinclex would do is it would prevent the saga from getting to the first chapter. So basically it would shut down a saga completely. It would shut down Planeswalkers, or basically stop them from getting loyalty counters. So for example, this card here, this +2, if Vorinclex was on the field on my opponent's side of the field, I wouldn't be able to get a Johnny Pass 4. So it's a pretty powerful card. And the opposing opponent would not be able to put any +1/+1 counters unless that creature was getting +2/+2. So instead of getting +2 and +2, they would only get +1/+1 instead. And so on and so forth. Next up, we got another legendary called Gargos, Vicious Watcher. And it has Vigilance. And this one reads, Hydra spells you cast cost 4 mana less to cast. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell, Gargos, Vicious Watcher fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. And fight is defined as when 2 creatures fight, each deals non-combat damage equal to its power to the other. Another legendary creature is Kogla, the Titan Ape. When Kogla, the Titan Ape, enters the battlefield, It fights up to one target creature you don't control. Whenever Cobra attacks, destroy a target, artifact, or enchantment defending player controls. And for 1 and a green, you can return target human you control to its owner's hand, and Cobra gains indestructible until end of turn. So now, we're going to go over Planeswalkers and what they do. Alright, so this Planeswalker is called a Johnny Inspiring Leader. And its +2 loyalty ability says you gain 2 life. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature. It's -3, so basically you would take 3 loyalty away. Exile target creature. Its controller gains 2 life. What is exile? Exile means you're removing a permanent from play. So basically, when a permanent is exiled, it is removed from play altogether until an effect or a card brings it out and back into play. And -10 loyalty counters, it reads, creatures you control gain flying and double strike until end of turn. Double strike is a mechanic that reads, this creature deals both first strike and regular combat damage. Next up, we've got Basri, Devoted Paladin. His +1 ability reads, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains Vigilance until end of turn. Its -1 ability is, whenever a creature attacks this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And his -6 ability reads, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain flying until end of turn. So, basically, I'm not going to explain anymore. I'm just going to show you now in a battle how things work. And if you have any questions, I'll answer as we do a battle. So, let's see how many people I can make quit tonight. If you haven't liked the stream already, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. For my subscribers for my people on Twitch, if you haven't seen it, please stop by and take a look as well. For those of you that may be following in Magic the Gathering, for those of you that may be following on Twitch. Alright, let's see. I go first, it looks like. Do I want to keep this hand? I don't know. Doesn't appear that I do. But, you know what? I'll mulligan. Yeah, sure, I'll play that. What's up, Bio? Welcome to class, brother. Is this your first MTG Arena class? Alright, alright. So I can attack with Healer's Hawk. I just choose not to right now. Alright. Blue and black is always bad. Black, blue is always bad. Oh, great. I have a feeling he's keeping up a counter spell. So I'm going to put out my Saga here. First Throwing Games. What's he going to play? Is he going to destroy the token? Ah, he played Sleep. Okay. But I also can play Teleportation Circle now.
Well, welcome, Bio. This is your first class. Well, I hope you better get ready because I'm going to be teaching a lot. Ooh, he plays the deck of many things. Okay. Okay. Good play. Good play. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to exile that. I'm going to have to exile that real quick. I know you can't fully see my hand because my camera, my box is blocking it. Oh, he took my creature. Oh, okay. I see. Well, I'm going to bolster my defenses then. Alright then. Manifold key. Huh. Wind Reader Sphinx. Oh, great. I've got no flying creatures to defend me whatsoever. Ever since he took Healer's Hawk. I will block Mind Flayer. Alright, I may need to have a Johnny out here now. And then I'll play Bishop of Wings this time. Black and blue is always going to be bad. Oh, Eternal Thirst. How did I know he was going to play that? He's going to attack with Wind Reader and Healer's Hawk now. Or is he just going to attack with Healer? No. He's going to attack with Healer. Okay. Yep. As long as I can keep gaining life, I'm fine. We'll keep flickering Bishop of Wings in and out. Giant's Amulet. Nice. Let's see. Oh. Now make sure those who join my classes here, make sure you pay attention to what you see because there will be a quiz. And that quiz will be, you will have to face me in matches. Of course you don't have to, but you will have to have a series of matches with me to test what you learned. This game is free, so if you've got a computer, you can download it and then make a deck. And when I give the quiz or the midterm, then I will have you test me and see what you know. And hopefully you've been paying attention. Now then. Now there is a way to get Healer's Hawk back, but in order to do that, I'd have to find a way to flicker it and then bring it back to my side. And a Johnny's going to build his counters. What's he going to play this time? Oh! Ooh! Ooh, that has to hurt. Oh, that had to hurt. Oh, shit. Yeah. That allows Mind Flayer to attack. Yikes. 11 minus 11 minus 11, huh? Interesting. Oh, he might he might have lethal this turn. I don't know, but I'll have to find out. I said he might have lethal this turn. Nope, not lethal. Not even close. Next turn might be lethal though. Next turn might be GG's. If I draw a, oh yeah, that's GG's. GG's. So that one was, there was just no coming back from. There was no coming back from that one whatsoever. Even if I were to make a play, there was nothing I could have done to come back on that one. Now, what do I want to play? I mean, Treasure Chest wasn't as dominant as I thought it was gonna be. So you know what? I'm gonna get rid of it. It wasn't what I expected, and I'm gonna bring out Zatalpa. Yep, there we go. Alright, such a good card Zatalpa is. It has a heavy mana cost, but it does work very well. Alright, I can play Gilded Goose on turn 1, and then turn 2 we'll wing it. So the goose is pretty much nothing but a mana creature, pretty much. It has no power and it only has 2 toughness. So Gilded Goose is not designed to attack. It's just designed to basically generate mana and stuff. Yep. Oh, another blue-black. Oh boy. Oh. Red or black? I feel like this is going to be a multicolor situation here. I'm usually going against my my laurels of attacking, since I don't usually attack, but in this instance I might as well. Yeet. Yep, I'm gonna make another one. Gotta make as much food tokens as possible. And he's gonna kill Gilded Goose? Yep, I knew it. I could sense it. Fire Prophecy. Damn, cook the goose too. Why do you have to do that? I had to incinerate my goose. Oh boy. Eye of Vecna. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing these cards. Oh, Priest of the Haunted Edge is gonna kill Grateful Apparition. Yep. I play Healer's Hawk again. What's he gonna play this time? I'm trying to figure out here. He's got Shimmer Veil. He's got a red black, and he's got a black blue. Oh boy. White. Life Drain. Whenever a creature dealt damage by white this turn dies, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token and exile that card. Oh. Well then. I haven't been up against a deck like this before. And these look like they're most likely from Dungeons and Dragons. I have a feeling he's coming at me with the whole entire Dungeons and Dragons set. Or at least most of it anyway. Hand of Vecna. Oh. Okay. So he's got Eye of Vecna and Hand of Vecna. Intriguing. Alright. I think now I can play Smothering, Tyvar Kell, or Helm of the Host. I could just play Tyvar and then make some elf tokens. Yikes. Hand of Vecna. Priest of the Haunted Edge. Oh boy. Yikes. That's not good. Alright, Bio, yeah, take all the notes you can. Alright. Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to play Battle for Bredegard. Yep. Oh. My fault. Now, let's see what he's gonna do next. I do have a feeling he's got removal here, but I don't know what it is. Okay. He's got Eternal Skylord, and that's gonna give him a, yep. That's gonna give him a token creature that's gonna be a zombie, and zombie creature tokens he has flying now. So. He said, oops. Alright. Let's see what we got. So I'll play Smothering this time. And that will end my turn. He's got Eye of Vecna. He's going to draw. And I'm going to make him pay 2 mana. Who's that magic card in the lower right corner? He's very... Oh, that's Tyvar Kell. That's a planeswalker. He goes better with elf synergy pretty much, which I don't have at the moment. The Book of Vile Darkness. Okay. Planeswalkers are actually good because they can help you out in battle when you need them. So, ooh, oh boy, oh boy. Vecna is here. Yikes. And it's indestructible and a flyer. Yikes. Oh man. Jeez. It's open season on Tyvar now, apparently. Only one should do it. Yeah, you can't exile a token, buddy. Nice try, though. Oh, that's me. I'm the sorcerer here. And yes, I am legit. That's right. Say you know. Yes! Now, that's what I'm talking about. Now I'm about to fuck his whole day up. Thank you. Now I'm about to mess his whole day up. Yep. You thought? He thought? Overwhelming splendor, baby. What a lovely card it is. Basically, Overwhelming Splendor curses my opponent to have creatures that are 1/1 creatures. And they lose all their abilities and everything. It's all good, don't worry about it. So he basically can't really do anything here. There's nothing he can really do. Only thing he can do is play Hand of Vecna, which is useless at this point. Because I can kill it. Hello, glass babies. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. This your first class? Alright, let's see what we got here. We can play Ugin now. And when Ugin comes out, ladies and gentlemen, nobody's safe. Ugin, would you please show my guests how you work? He said, do not ignore my draconic talents. Ugin doing Ugin things. Go ahead, tap that 2 for me, please. Pay that tax, thanks. Skeletal swarming, eh? Okay. Hand of Vecna's not gonna do anything now. Because Vecna's gone, baby. Gone. Amateur. Bye. Bye. Okay. Good play. It's apparent that my opponent has no answer for Overwhelming Splendor right now. I'm gonna go copy Healer's Hulk. Yep. Boom! Ah. Right now, I'm in control. My opponent, I believe, has 4 cards in his hand currently. Yep.
But he has nothing to answer Overwhelming Splendor right now. He's probably going to target Healer's Hulk. Which is fine by me because I have another one to copy, so it doesn't matter. And look at that. You wasted all your mana trying to take out all my creatures. Go ahead. Hand of Vecna isn't going to save you now. Neither will that. Ooh, the guts on this one. Gutsy, I give it to you. Oh, I forgot. He's got Skeletal Swarm, which pretty much makes them unstoppable. Woo boy! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Get that shit out of here. Let me copy Tomic now. Yes. You see the synergy now that's going on here? Now do you see the synchronicity going on here? No. No, that's not going to save you. White. It's about to be a 1/1/2. Yeah, he's probably going to keep attacking with his skeletons because he knows they can come back. Which is fine by me. And quit you go. Bye-bye. And that's how you make your opponent concede defeat. How are you doing, Glass Babies? I don't know if I said hello to you, but hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. We'll go a couple more matches and then class will be dismissed. But I want to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for showing up to class, for attending class, and more importantly, paying attention. Okay, this is playable. But my opponent concedes. I guess he didn't have enough lands to continue. Okay. Alright. So either Dawn of Hope on turn 2 or Birth of Meletis on turn 2. Then turn 3 is probably... Oh yes, that's Eliwick. Her name is Eliwick Tumblestrom. She is new to the Dungeons and Dragons set. She's a planeswalker that's new to Dungeons and Dragons, which is a set that currently we're playing here. So turn 3 will probably be Caprador. And turn 4 can either be Gideon or Dawn of Hope. Or I could play Angel of Vitality. You know what? Let me play Dawn. We'll hang back for now. My opponent is reading Dawn of Hope. I guess he was trying to determine if Dawn of Hope was a threat or not. And my opponent has a Dawn of Hope of his own. Okay. I play Gideon's Company. And my opponent concedes. I think things were getting out of hand quickly and my opponent knew it, so my opponent backed out before things got any worse. Alright. I really want to show you how my deck can really go off. So, that's why I keep playing them. What are my favorite Magic colors to use? Actually, green and white I'm a big fan of, Glass Babies. Green and white are my two favorite colors. I don't know why. They just are. Something about white and something about green. It's just, it really speaks to me. In case you didn't know, this deck that I'm using right now is, for the most part, green and white. Though it does have other colors in it, you'll see why. Reliquary Tower is very important, especially if you have nothing that doesn't give you no maximum hand size. Once you play this, your hand can be as big as you want. You have no limit once you put that on the field. Now I have no limit to my hand. Anybody else? What's your favorite Magic colors, Glass Baby? What kind of colors do you think you would enjoy playing? And how about you, Bio? Because I know you're in the stream as well. What colors do you think you would enjoy using if you were to play this game? Gonna play Felidar? Yep. Wow, my opponent's really building mana for some reason. Wonder why. Well, I'm gonna gain life while he's doing that. Oh, so that's what you were preparing for. Okay, you're gonna destroy Huatli? Okay, that's fine. My favorite color is blue and match with what? Oh, so you're a white-blue player. Okay, that's going to be rough. Black and white, that's the best. Ah, you both are going to be rough. I can sense it already. Going to attack with Amara. Now my opponent's going to look for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. Okay. As it moves on to its second chapter. White and blue is such a pain for me to deal with. And white and black, it could go either way, depending on what cards are used in black and white. Alright, got 2 creatures up to defend. My buddy has a good blue, white, and green. Wow. That's not bad. That'd be interesting to see, actually. Now we're going to attack with Healer's Hawk for 4. Alright. Looks like Elysian Caryatid now has a... Oh, it's Kogla. Oh, it's Kogla. And he can make Kogla indestructible. But I can block Kogla this time. Nessie and Boar should be able to help me block Kogla. Iron Scale, another annoying one. Oh boy. This deck is going to be annoying. Yes, please. Get Iron Scale out of here. Jeez. Blue, white, and green sounds like an interesting combination, to be honest with you. I've never played with it myself, and any blue-green I've been up against usually had merfolks. Yep, General's Enforcer. Watch. He's going to summon it back to his hand, and then Kogla's going to get indestructible. Me. And now you're going to have to pay 2 more to cast. Yep. Gonna play Flump. The Flying Jellyfish. Go figure. The thing is, the limit in this game here is you can play with up to 250 cards. That's a lot of cards, I know. It's go time. Yes, Watley's back. That's right. And I gain 8 life thanks to Nessie and Boar. Yep. Search for Glory. Okay. 5-color Legends deck. Ooh, yes. Actually, I believe one of my multicolored decks are mostly legendaries. But it's very slow to play with. But when it works, it really works. Oh my goodness. Like this one I play because it's quick. But my multicolored, my 5-color deck, oh my gosh. It's slow to play, but when it works, it's really good. Is he gonna take back Generals? No, he's gonna play Prismatic Bridge. Okay.
And my opponent's trying his stall tactic of running the time down. Yes. Come on, Vivian. Get him stronger. Yes. Yes, it will be, Vivian. Yes, it will. Ooh. Okame adversary. Chittering harvester. Oh, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Alright, bye-bye, Flump. I know who exactly I'm about to kill now. Killing Chittering Harvester. Bye. Yes. Yes, he did. Feyburl Elder. Okay. Righteous Valkyrie. Yep. I saw that one coming. Oof. I'ma kill Vivian for this, but it's fine. I need no flyers. Thank you. Not even his strongest creatures can do anything to me now. Oh, Victory's Envoy. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem now. Victory's Envoy has to go, and quickly. You have a nasty blue artifact deck? Oh, I'd love to see it. I said blue because it's my favorite color. Oh, that's all good. Blue's just a pain in the ass for me to deal with, personally. Alright then. Now I'm about to force you to sacrifice all of your creatures. Go ahead, Nessian. Go ahead, Nessian. Take them all out. Haha, and I gained double strike. Nah, you're losing everyone. Go ahead. Concede, you know you want to. Concede, you know you want to. Yeah, okay. Exile my cards out of revenge. It's already over. Look at this time stall cheese. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, look at this. Nope. Keep trying. You'll get there eventually. Don't let the time run out on you. Yep. There we go. Start blocking. I'll wait. Here we go. You can draw a card, but I just gave him 5 cards to draw, which is fine. I don't care. Because he's got all his creatures gone now, so I am under no threat right now. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Bye bye. All those creatures gone. What a shame. Ooh, banishing light. Who are you gonna banish? Nessian? Good play, good play. That was a little measure of revenge right there. Ha 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 ha. He's gonna banish Huatli. You can only exile Huatli at this point, or Felidar Retreat, or Leyline. Mana for mana, a counter spell, best card. Yes, that's true. Yeah, he banished Felidar Retreat. It's already over though. You just don't know it yet, my guy. This game is over. I don't know if he knew that or not. I still got a lot of tricks up my sleeve. Yikes. 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 Or a Dark Ritual Black. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yikes. Yikes. Keeper of Fables, huh? Swallow whole. Ooh. Okay. Slowly but surely, he's getting what he needs to get done. Okay. I like it. I like it. Still not going to be enough, though. An altar of the Pantheon. That's going to double his devotion to colors. Gold vein pick. I've been playing MTG since 4th and Chronicles OG. Oh, really? I've never even heard of Chronicles. Ooh. Trostani Discordant. I haven't played the last couple of years though. Well, if you have a computer, you can download this. Yikes. I told you, I always have tricks up my sleeve. Double strike! Double strike! Double strike! What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
If you don't block any of my creatures, you will die. You'll be taking 3 damage. And then you're dead. Next turn, you're dead. Next turn, you're dead. I've got blockers that won't save you. What's he gonna bring back? He might bring back Kogla. Oh, thank you, Baya. Yep, he brought back Kogla. Of course he did. That's why I hate this game. Sometimes I hate this game. You're still dead. You're still dead. You're still dead. You're still dead. Yeah. Ha 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 ha! And I get to draw 2 more cards. Draw 2 more cards. Draw 2 more cards. And I play Sandworm Convergence. And now flyers can't attack me or planeswalkers I control. Ooh, you'll never find the tricks that I've got. It won't matter what you do. I have 52 life. But pretty soon he'll have 7 cards in his hand again. Told ya. I will get that boar back. And when I do, you're done. Oh, death touch. But Zagreus can't touch me. Can't touch me. Can't touch me. Attacking me isn't an option. I have too much life. Oh, and now you're gonna get it. 1, 2, 3. Whee! 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 What you gonna do? Killing me here.
Yeah, you went to space.
You're killing me here. He still thinks he's posing lethal. He still thinks he's presenting lethal. He doesn't realize I can block. Foolish sorcerer. You're no match for me. Yeah, skip your turn. You can't attack me, fool. For now, ooh, I'll draw a card. Auto pay. Yeah. Let Sorrowwolf have his fun. But once I eliminate Zagreus, it's game over. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm all full of tricks and surprises. What he doesn't know is he thinks that Zagreus is going to save him. But it won't. Because I play Huatui's Raptor. Yes. That's right, I forgot about Conclave Mentor. Actually, leave one back. If I can get Nessie and Boar back, this will be all over. Yikes! 18-18. Oh boy. And double strike. Now he knows he has to block or this game is over. Don't worry, I still gain life, Buckaroo. Thank you. You just gave me 6 life. Bye. Woo! Oh boy! Gideon's Company 246. Actually 369. Yep. Yes. Ooh. The worms are everywhere. There's no escape. Can't run from them. Ooh. Sandworm is still on the field. Oops. What are you talking about? You just killed your own creatures too. Oops. I mean, my paladin class is gone, but that matters not to me. Lockmere Serpent. Okay. So I didn't know Star Wolf did that. Interesting. Oh. And there's Sandworm. There goes Sandworm convergence. Well, I'm a sacrifice. Who said it was GG's yet? It ain't GG's yet. Do you see what how much life I have, dude? It ain't GG's yet. It ain't gonna be GG's yet for a long time. All you can do is exile permanents, including your own. Stupid. Go ahead. Not GG's yet, my guy. Good riddance. Still not presenting lethal. Still not scared at all. I might just concede over the fact that this game is going way too long. Get rid of that one too. Alright, let's see what a Johnny does. Probably not going to do much, but he'll keep me alive for sure. Now do you see the benefits of peace? I had to admit, I had the control for a while. $15, $23, $27. I'm gonna just concede here. This battle is going way too long. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been MTG Arena with Rush Shadow. I hope that you learned well. I hope that you took all the notes you needed to take. Because remember, at the end of teaching, at the end of these classes, there will be tests.
And I will expect you guys to show me what you know. And yeah, like I said, every Tuesday will be classes. Next week will be an advanced class. So next class, I'm going to expect you to, hold on. Let me go back to my regular screen. Okay, next class, I'm going to expect you to know what each card that I described is, what legendaries are, what artifacts are, what sagas are, and what classes are. Next Tuesday I'm gonna teach about what classes are, what they do, why they're significant. And then I'm going to teach what enchantments are, what different kind of enchantments there are, and so on and so forth. And this has been Rush Shadow. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. You know, I'm going to try to bring as much content as I possibly can. And yeah, just, you know, staying relevant, or trying to at least. But yeah, this has been your professor, Rush Shadow. Class is dismissed. Have a good night.